Bitcoin is dumping, should you be selling or should you be getting ready to buy Bitcoin? More Bitcoin. Hello, welcome to this Bitcoin analysis. I am Machiavelli Trader and I will be showing you my plans on Bitcoin, where I'm likely going to buy more Bitcoin and what is likely going to play out in the crypto market. With that being said, join me in this analysis on BTC. So if you look at BTC on the daily chart, you see interesting patterns that is playing out, that we see a wedge, right? We see a wedge that is moving to the upside. If you look very closely, you see that price, when it broke out from the bottom of this wedge around the 10,500 zone, it has been following this wedge trend line and moving in between the channel, right? So anytime it touches the top of the channel, it pulls back to come and retest the bottom of the channel, right? Showing you there is either probably buyers who entered the market earlier are taking some profit, or they are counter trend traders. Why? What are counter trend traders? Traders who believe that price has gone too high and they believe they can short the market or sell the market and make some profit, right? So they are counter trend traders who are pushing price to retest the bottom of the wedge, and likely they are ending up buying back their position. So situations like this, you see traders taking profit whenever it hit the top of the channel. So that's the major strategy of how channel is being traded, right? You sell the top of the channel and you buy the bottom of the channel. Well, sometimes a channel breaks, right? A channel can break to the upside and a channel can break to the downside, depending on the pressure. If the pressure is high on the bull side, it's likely going to end up breaking the upside of any channel or breaking the downside of any channel. With that in mind, when we look at Bitcoin right now, we see that the price is still within the inside of the channel. So no breakout is happening anytime right now. So what we're looking at is the bars that are formed on the channel, right? We have a 3-bar reversal forming on the channel just below the resistance of the channel, right? So if you look at Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is at a point where there is a least resistance to the high side because we've crossed the all-time high, right? But does that mean we don't know where support is? No, because our ATH, which is the all-time high zone around the 19,500 to 20k zone, is now our support, right? So our previous resistance that is broken is going to now play out as our major support. And seeing the accumulation that went on in this all-time high zone just below the resistance before it was broken tells you that price cannot easily slash through and smash through all this support, right? You see the 20 exponential moving average still pointing to the upside, telling you that the pressure is still on the upside. And if I turn on my volume indicator, you see that the volume pressure still looks good on the upside. If I look at the weekly chart, you see that the bulls are still active on the weekly chart. So if I turn off my my drawings, you see that since the bull started from the 4K reversal, it has been an upward pressure, right? It's been an upward pressure. Price has been moving all the way up, and you see the volume has been quite supportive about this move. So if you look at all-time history of Bitcoin, you see that volume has been crazy. Since 2020, you see the volume and the accumulation going on in Bitcoin is the result why we're seeing this non-stop upward movement. But does that mean we're not going to see a retest of this breakout zone? So you see, if I turn on my drawing, you see that this is our resistance, right? This is all-time high, right? Becoming our new support. So we could be rightly seeing Bitcoin pulling back to retest this breakout that happened on this ATH, then gather some more muscle, second breakout buyers, right? I call them second breakout buyers because those who miss or who were doubting this breakout are waiting to enter on the pullback. So the pullback is likely going to retest this support zone, and then boom, we have some little accumulation, a sideways movement that will go on for a couple of days, and then price skyrocket to the upside. And probably this time around, price might be making attempt to break over the wedge, right? It might break this wedge and start forming another possible pattern. So with that being said, this is my plan on BTC. It means I am going to wait right now to buy this pullback. I am getting ready to start buying from 20k to 19,500 zone. It will be a perfect entry point, right? At worst, we get the 19,500 to 19,400. If things really get bad for Bitcoin and this short really goes bad, we could have a fake out of this trend line that could hit this support. You see, a support is waiting for us just below the trend line, right? The 55-day exponential moving average since the breakout from the 10k zone has not been touched, telling you that we could have a fake out that could likely be touching the 55 exponential moving average. So if you look closely, you see that the 55 exponential moving average has been following the 20 exponential moving average, the white one leading. So if I turn off all my indicator, you see the 20 exponential moving average has been leading price, showing you the trend is up, right? So when the trend is down, you see the 20 exponential moving average still leading price to the downside, just like it did here. So when the trend is strong, you know, because the 20 exponential moving average will show you the way. So 20 exponential moving average has been leading us to the upside. But right now you can see a gap, right? Just like there was a gap in the 20 exponential moving average, and that gap was filled. So we see a gap. There was a gap up in the 20 exponential moving average, and price could likely come back to test the 20 exponential moving average. And if things get worse case scenario, we have price pulling to test the 55 exponential moving average for the first time. Now, what happens when price tests the 55 exponential moving average for the first time? It is likely going to pull up, right? Why? Because the 55 exponential moving average seems to happen to be close to the last low of the all-time high zone accumulation that happened. That was the where we have our last low, right? So it's likely going to touch it and make a higher low, but very close to the last low. Worst case scenario, right? This is my worst case scenario. It's going to be around the 18k zone. Worst case scenario, worst case pullback, 18k zone. Now, if you look at the if we put back our indicator, you see that will likely be something like this, right? Likely be something like this, right? So we could likely see a fake out to this side, right? But the chances are not as high as it pulling up here. So we could likely see price reacting to the 19,500 zone, to the 20k zone, and boom, we have the upside. And that is where I plan to buy more Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. If you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe so that you will support our channel. Like, we are going to be giving you daily updates on altcoin recommendation, Bitcoin analysis, my plans. I'll be sharing my trading plan, or where I'm likely going to buy or where I'm likely going to dump my Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. And please like this video to support us, and comment if you have any coin you want me to analyze, any coin you want me to actually show you my plans on other altcoins. Please comment on the comment section. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed and happy Christmas in advance.